Hey guys, this is Daisy Stitches coming at you with my Kindle read for the day. Today is Monday, April the 4th, and it's 8:46 p.m. I just want to apologize. I am loading a video up for what was supposed to be Sunday, and I was supposed to do Monday's night's video Sunday and post that as well, but I didn't. I apologize for that. It was just a hectic day at work. Like, a lot of stuff was going on. And so today we're going to get right into it. We're going to do I Said Yes, Chapter 4, and here we go. Chapter 4, Her. Our relationship moved quickly. After that first date, we kept in contact despite my demanding work schedule and his equally demanding school schedule. Phone calls were exchanged, and any chance I had to make a pit stop in Atlanta, I took it. After 6 months of this exhausting exchange, Mark asked me to move in with him. The thought was terrifying. I had a good job, though it was admittedly getting more frustrating to be away from him for weeks at a time, and I'd never been a fan of warm weather or the stereotypes that came with living in the South, but I loved Mark. Despite everything I was sure of, I was so sure of that. I could do my job based out of anywhere, but he was nearly finished with school and wasn't in a place where he could transfer. We could have waited a few months and re-evaluated after he graduated, but we were crazy kids in love and nothing could keep us apart any longer. Without allowing myself to think of all the reasons it could have been a bad idea, I said yes, agreed to take that step, and the decision was made. A month after that, everything I owned was being loaded by movers into Mark's cozy 2-bedroom townhouse. Things in the South were more affordable, at least. I remember Mark asked me if I were happy I moved home with him. Home? It was already my home before I unpacked the first box. Though I've been unsure about it up until that point, hearing those words from him was all that I needed to seal the deal. I was home. He was my home. For a girl who lived on the road, having a home was a really good feeling. In the beginning, things were great. I flew home to Atlanta a few times a month, a few times a week if we were really lucky. And despite the strain, we made the best of the moments we had together. Mark would always request off the nights we knew I'd be home, and we'd go out together, explore the city I was beginning to fall in love with. I think the distance made things better between us sometimes. There was never any time for the usual stupid fighting couples usually do. We only had a limited amount of time together, and so we had to make the most of it. In theory, it should have been a mess, but somehow it just worked. Another 6 months went by with that arrangement, and then on the day Mark graduated, he asked me to marry him. The proposal happened in the middle of the lawn of his law school, surrounded by whooping and hollering classmates as they threw their caps in the air, celebrating their achievement. Despite the noise, it felt intimate, like we were the only people in the world. That's how it always felt with Mark. Like the two of us were completely alone in the world. No one mattered but us. Looking back, I guess that's how he wanted it. Despite the feeling in the moment that we were the only ones there, we were literally surrounded by screaming people. I was so sure I heard him wrong the first time that I had to ask him to repeat himself. He did. Without hesitation, I'd heard right. I thought maybe he was just asking in the heat of the moment, but he pulled a ring from his pocket and proved me wrong again. As he knelt to the ground, my eyes filled with tears, and I began to cry. I couldn't even answer through the tears, but he seemed to understand. "I love you," he whispered as he pulled me into his arms and kissed my lips. I love you too, I choked out. No words had ever been more true. Things were perfect. I'd never been happier than I was for the time we met until we got married. In the beginning, there was only light, and after the wedding, everything changed. And that was chapter 4. Y'all want chapter 5? Yeah, I'll give y'all chapter 5 because it's Monday, and I did do Sunday, but it's uploading. Yeah, let's do 5. It says, Chapter 5, Her, Present Day. The lawyer interrupted my words by clearing his throat. I blinked from my trance, ghost of the memory in my eyes, the way it felt the first time Mark kissed me, the night we made love for the first time, the way he smelled when he came back from a run, the way he hold me close when we watched a movie together. Many, many moments, big and little, but good nonetheless. There's so much good in our love story, so much. I wanted him to see that, but I know he wouldn't. No one will see it now once they hear our story, but it was there. Despite it all, it's still there. He lays his pen down for a moment and smiles at me sadly. No, you don't have to tell me everything, Hannah. Not if it doesn't affect the case. I nodded. I do know. I could tell him what he wants to hear about that night, and and be done with it. But it isn't that simple. Nothing ever really that simple, is it? Yes, I remember it all. Yes, it's all my fault. Yes. But it's not a simple yes or no. Not this time. There's always a why. Within my why is the story of our love and where it all went wrong. And it's a story worth telling. So if he wants to hear the truth, he'll have to sit through the whole thing. I know, I said, finally clasped my hands on the table in front of me. But I think you'll have to hear it all. You won't understand if not. He nods, picking up the pen back up and allowing me to continue. So you met your husband 2 years ago. I said 3 in May. And you two were married just a year later, a year and 3 months. And you said the marriage went sour pretty quickly. Sour, as if we were a bad batch of grapes, and if the two of us, our lives entwined, could be reduced to a produce choice that you would throw out with the garbage. I nodded stiffly, not bothered to agree. Does it matter anymore? Yes. Okay, go on. Tell me more about how things changed so quickly. And then now we're on chapter 6. And I think, where are we at? We're at 7 minutes. Let me see how long 6 is. Yeah, we can do 6. Okay. Present day. The lawyer turns over the paper in his notebooks, ready for the next page. He stares at me, his mouth pressed into such a thin line it almost disappears. Tell me more about Hannah, he says. I gritted my teeth, my blood boiling with... Oh, chapter 6, him. I gritted my teeth, my blood boiling with anger. What about her? Tell me how you met. You know how we met, I say. He thinks he can play me, that I'm a fool, but he's wrong. He'll know that soon enough. I liked it for you to tell me anyway. He pressed on, and I could feel the vein in my temple pulsing. My heart thumps in my chest, an angry warning that he is asking too many questions. What does he know? What has she told him about me? What filthy lies has she stole from that prudent mouth? You shouldn't trust her, I say finally. If I said much more, I'll explode. The lawyer looks at me with a strange expression, one hairy eyebrow higher than the other. What makes you say that? She's a liar. That's all she is. She's a Okay. She'll manipulate you into doing whatever she wants. Believe me, whatever she wants you to believe in, she'll destroy your life in the process. You think you know her, but you don't. You don't know what she's capable of. Demon? Mark, I correctly fiercely. I don't go by my first name. He clears his throat. Right, Mark. Sorry. Can you tell me something specifically about why you believe Hannah is a liar. I listened to his tone and the way he stares at me, and I already knew the truth. I see the way he fiddles with his watch while I talk as if he'd rather be anywhere else. He doesn't believe me, not a word I'm saying. I can see it all over his face. That's what I realized she's already gotten to him. He interviewed her first, listened to all of her lies, and now I stand no chance. Women are so pure and innocent, aren't they? It's always the men who lie, right? Wrong. Hannah's the best liar there is. I never stood a chance as long. I'll never stood a chance as long as she was involved. Mark. I pounded my fist on the table angrily to shut him up. What does it matter? I screamed. What's the point? You don't believe me. I can see it all over your face. You don't give a fuck what I say about any of it. You already got your story, don't you? The innocent little housewife all spun in her web of lies, and you took to it like a fly. Too late for him, too late for me. I can feel the anger rising into the surface. The first explosion was just a splash in the bath compared to the I can't say that. To the storm that was coming if he doesn't watch himself. No one ever listens to me. No one wants to see the truth. Not when she's involved. She seems more trustworthy. I get it, but I know better. I know her so well. Now that's not true, he says. I want to hear your version, Mark. I want to hear what happened. And we're at chapter 7. So, I think that's it. We're at 11 minutes now. I want to keep these kind of short. But, sorry about my hair. Also, I took my braids down, as you can see, compared to yesterday. Yeah. I need to go wash my hair and get ready for bed. I'm already in my bed clothes, but I'm going to take them off, take a shower, wash my hair. All that jazz. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoy y'all's day or night whenever you're watching this. Oh, it'll be tomorrow. So whenever you're watching this, I hope you enjoy your day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.